Welcome to the Fralin Writer's Eye Spotlight Talks for YouTube. Before we begin, I encourage you to use these videos interactively. When you are prompted to observe, pause the video and look carefully. When the educator asks a question, feel free to pause the video again and discuss your observations and ideas, making sure to address what you see that makes you say that. We're excited to share these videos with you and read your Writer's Eye entries. Enjoy!
Before we begin, it's important to acknowledge that the Fralin Museum of Art and the University of Virginia exist on land originally belonging to the Monacan Nation. Let's begin this time by taking a moment to closely observe this photograph. Start by letting your eyes wander from top to bottom, from left to right. Notice the two people in the center of this photograph. Let your eyes focus on them, and then slowly let your eyes drift to the edges of the photo. What details did you notice? Were there any patterns, colors, or objects that stood out to you? Feel free to pause the video to write down your initial thoughts. I noticed all of the colors in this photograph, especially all the shades of red and blue. I also noticed the wavy, colored stripes that make up the background and the floor. What effect do these patterns have on you as the viewer? Let's return to the two people in the photograph. What do you notice about what they are wearing? What about their facial expressions? I noticed that they are both wearing clothing featuring intricate beadwork. What do you notice? The woman in the photo is the artist Wendy Red Star, and the child is her daughter Beatrice. I noticed the doll sitting next to Red Star. I wonder what its significance might be. What do you wonder? Wendy Red Star's artistry is focused on the representation and experiences of Native people throughout history, and often incorporates extensive research as well as personal experience. This piece is titled Apsáalooke Feminist No. 4, which acknowledges the irony that although the word feminism itself is a Western concept, the matrilineal structure of Crow societies is inherently feminist. This photography is part of a series titled Apsáalooke Feminist that features Red Star and her daughter in a similar setting, but in different poses and with different facial expressions. In this photograph, Red Star and Beatrice bear playful yet assertive expressions in an image that blends tradition and modernity. They are dressed in handmade traditional elk-tooth dresses while sitting on a white sofa, sharing this moment with us in the 21st century. In this way, Red Star invites us to consider the ways in which, in spite of historical erasure and violence, Indigenous Americans persist, passing on traditions through younger generations. The striking colors throughout the photograph counter black and white photography that was used to depict Indigenous Americans for years. She says, open quote, "We wear such vibrant colors. It's the element that is truly missing from all the historic photos." End quote. Do you notice the difference in mood between Red Star's use of color compared to the historical black and white photos you might have seen in school? Think about what you have learned about Indigenous American history and try to recall how much of what you have learned is set in the present or recent times. Does this photograph challenge any of your thoughts or your reality? Thank you for viewing Apsáalooke Feminist No. 4 with me. If you were to create an artwork or a story that showed an unexplored feature of your life or culture, what details might you include?
We hope you've enjoyed this Writer's Eye Spotlight talk. Please reach out to the Education Department with any questions or feedback. Our email is museumoutreach@virginia.edu.